All right, y'all, let's go shopping. The first shopping trip we're going to make is to my local Goodwill. I love to go in here each week and see what kind of treasures I can find to bring home and style in my home or either make over. Make sure to stay throughout the video because I'm going to take you to another store that is giving away some home decor. So y'all stay tuned for that. The first thing right out of the bat was this beautiful lantern. This is a very tall piece, but it was priced at $25. I'm sure that's a really good deal, but I really didn't need it, so I left it behind, but what a beautiful piece. This day that I was at the thrift store, they had some beautiful florals. I think a lot of people are having yard sales, and what they don't sell, they probably bring in the store. They're also probably going through a lot of their summer decor, and they're probably, like us, they're downsizing and getting new things for their home. I thought those bouquets were absolutely beautiful. Who doesn't love a good basket? And I always love to look in the basket section just to see what kind of treasure I can find. Galvanized tin. A lot of people are selling this and bringing it and donating it to Goodwill. This right here I think was really neat. And back in the day, I would have picked this up. But I'm not really doing this style in my home anymore, but I thought that was a great piece. Look at this beautiful star. This right here would be so pretty to decorate for a patriotic 4th of July. It was actually a tree topper, but you could actually put that down in a basket if you wanted to display it for 4th of July and then get it back out for Christmas. Who doesn't love great cowbell? And I thought that one was really neat for $4. And again, we have some more galvanized pieces. These make great planter pieces to paint up or just leave like they are. They were a little bit overpriced. I think each one was $3.99. So I actually had to leave those behind. Now, I always love to go in the dish section. They had a beautiful display of a lot of white items this day, but look at that beautiful picture. These right here would be beautiful on a tablescape for spring or summer. I love the design of these beautiful glass plates, and these were only 99 cents each. And I was very curious to know what was going on with all of these donated glasses. Either a restaurant, I guess, probably closed, or maybe somebody bought all of these, maybe for a wedding or a special event. These were 99 cents each, but if you needed some, you could have definitely racked up on this day because they had a bunch on the shelves. I was tempted to grab some at 99 cents, but I really didn't need them, so I left them behind. But I know that will be a great deal for someone that really does need them. I love these little crackle glass sailboat glasses, and these are very trendy right now. They had these marked up to around $8, but I'm sure they're worth it, and they could have been hand painted. A lot of times I love to Google Lens things, but sometimes at my Goodwill, my phone does not work in there. So sometimes I can't pull up the price of things or research to see if something is a good deal. These ceramic ginger jars really caught my eye. But look at the detail on these. They were absolutely beautiful. If you know anything about these, please comment down below. These were $24.99 each, but like I say, these would be beautiful displayed on a foyer table or just somewhere, you know, in your home where you had a large space. I think these would be great. And there was a pair of them, so that's even better. And look at this beautiful little lovebird trinket box for $4.99. Now I want to show you some things that I brought home from the Goodwill and how I made over them and styled them in my home. I found this beautiful piece of wall art that I think will be perfect for summer. I only paid $4.99 for it. It does have some damage down in one of the corners, but I think we can put some rub and buff and some gold wax on this frame. I brushed this all over the frame until I got the desired look I wanted. Using a small paintbrush, I went around the whole frame, and I also went down in all these little crevices putting in this gold wax. You can also use whatever color rub and buff that you want to achieve the color that you want. But I wanted more of a gold tone, and you can always go over this with some dark wax when you're done if you want to. Once I got the wax applied and it dried really well, I just went over it with a soft cloth to smooth out the wax really well. I decided I wanted to hang this over our dresser in our bedroom, and I think it makes such a beautiful decor piece for summer. Another beautiful piece I found at Goodwill that I think will style really well with our hydrangea wall decor piece is this beautiful gathering basket. I'm pretty sure this is vintage and it was only $3.99. I brought it home, I gave it a good cleaning. I also found these 3 hydrangea stems. These are down in some of that faux resin water. These were only $2.99. So I'm going to get 3 hydrangea blooms, and also I'll have this vase that I can use, later on if I want to. The resin was very easily, you can just set this out in the hot sun and it will get a little bit soft. So I just took a screwdriver and just easily removed the hydrangea blooms. Now I'm going to take these blooms, and I also found some other blooms the day I was in there. These right here were brand new with the tag still on them. They retail for $9.99, but I got them on sale the day I was in there for half off. These right here are absolutely beautiful and they look so realistic. They had 2 bundles of these, so I'm going to mix and match. I'm going to put the green ones that I took out of the faux resin vase, and I'm going to put these in the gathering basket and style it with our beautiful wall decor piece that we made over. I went to Dollar General one day to get some just random items, and when I went in, I saw this home decor sale. Y'all, this was buy one and get one piece for free. They had a selected aisle full of some beautiful spring and summertime home decor pieces. I found some beautiful home decor pieces, and they're actually dupes for some higher end pieces that are a lot more money. So I'm going to show y'all some of the items that they had that were buy one, get one free. So, we can get these items, bring these home, style these in our home, and I think these will make some beautiful home decor for summertime and just some pieces that we can probably use all year long, not just seasonal for summer. So I'm going to take y'all and let y'all just see all the beautiful items that they had that were buy one and get one free. Then I'll take y'all back home and I'll show y'all the items that I got, how much I paid for them, and how you can style these beautiful decor pieces on a budget in your home for summertime. One of the pieces that I purchased in the buy one, get one free is one of these little propagation vases. These right here are so beautiful and they're really trendy right now, especially in this gold tone. This right here is great for, just to use as a simple bud vase. A lot of times when we grow our flowers, we may not go out and have enough to cut to make a big bouquet to put in a large vase. This right here is perfect. You can go out and just cut some rose blooms and just put one stem in each of the little glass vases. Now, I went out, and if you go to the higher end stores, this is what you're going to pay. $82 for this one. It's absolutely beautiful, and it is a little bit larger than the one at Dollar General. But I think for $3 and also, getting a buy one, get one free item, I think we had a really good deal. So I'm going to show you how we can style this beautiful piece, and you can use this in your home. Another beautiful piece at Dollar General that is very trendy right now are these shell vases. Now these can really run up in the money if you buy these from the big box retail stores. Pottery Barn has one that's very similar for $389. So for $5 at Dollar General and also getting a piece for free, I took this one home in a heartbeat, styled it with some beautiful florals. A couple of other items I was so excited to see at Dollar General that I've been wanting was these wicker woven glass pitchers in canister sets. I went out and priced some of these, online just to see what retail stores sell them for. And these run up in the money, y'all. These are a lot similar to the ones at Dollar General, but Dollar Generals are a lot more affordable, especially when we're getting some of these items for free. These are beautiful just to set out and style these in your home until you get ready to use them. These are absolutely beautiful to put some of your fresh lemonade in, or you can use them to store, some items around your home in because they're just beautiful vessels, or you can style them with some beautiful summer florals. Now I'm going to show you the items that I used to style this vignette. I took my wicker containers and I also got a thrifted cutting board. You can find cutting boards at the thrift store many times, and so I pick them up. They come in all shapes and sizes and colors. I cut the twine hanger off of it because I want it to lay flat. I'm going to style this in my kitchen, but before we do that, I went out to Etsy and I purchased a lemon graphic. I'm going to change out the graphic that I had in one of my thrifted frames. We're going to change it out so we can put in that beautiful lemon print. I'm just going to take the sheep graphic that I had out of the frame, and then we're going to add this one. I'm going to cut it down to size. I'm going to clean the glass and put the back on it. Now we'll have a beautiful lemon backdrop for our kitchen vignette. Some more items that I picked up from my local Dollar General to finish out my vignette was some lemon items. I don't have a lot of lemons because it's not a style that I've really used in my home, but I thought this year I would add a few. They had some lemon stems that I thought were very realistic, and they were $3 each. And while I was there, I picked up a package of fresh lemons also. On the buy one, get one free aisle, they had this bouquet of lemons in this little white planter. This was $5, and like I say, I got it, as an item for free. So they had a great lemon selection, and also this little succulent was there. I love the little yellow planter, and it was buy one, get one free. So I'm going to throw it in the buggy, and we're going to go home, and I'm going to finish showing y'all how we style this vignette. I want to show you another way you can style this vignette. I took the lids that went to the smaller glass containers and I just pulled the twine hanger out of the top of them. I stacked 2 of those on top, and then I put the smaller glass containers on one and then another one just to stagger the height. So you can use the lids, use those for bases, and stack them up and just have them stagger. I'm going to add some florals to it, and I'm just going to keep adding to this vignette and just show you how easy it is to put something together that is beautiful for the summertime season. Since items were buy one, get one free, and a lot of the items they had were $1. I picked up this little yellow planter. It had a succulent in it. I removed the succulent, and I'm just going to add some of these favorite florals that I get at Walmart. I'm going to put some of those in it, and I'm going to style this with the wicker pitcher and the little vessels. I think this right here makes a beautiful summer vignette, and also that little pop of yellow really goes great with our lemon theme. A couple of other items that I found on the buy one, get one free aisle were these plaque hangers. Now, I'm not a fan of the tiger, but for $1 for one and then get one for free, I thought these will make great project pieces. You can bring pieces like this home, customize them to make them the style of your home. I just painted over the tiger with a couple layers of some chalk paint. Then I went out to the graphics fairy and I downloaded some beautiful floral prints. I applied my prints using a good quality glue stick. Once you get it applied, you can roll over it with a brayer just to make sure it adheres to the base really well. I went around with some scissors, removed a lot of the excess paper. Then to finish it off, I went around with my finger sander, removed the rest of the paper, and just smoothed the edges out really well. These right here are great pieces now that you can hang wreaths on, you can hang caps or hats on this. You can also hang your jewelry or your necklaces. This would be beautiful to do a bunch of these, hang these on a wall and hang your jewelry on. So for, $1 and buy one, get one free, I think we got some great project pieces that we could bring home, customize them, and make some beautiful pieces that we can set out for summertime and actually all the seasons. Another beautiful piece I picked up was this coral wall decor piece. It was $3, but of course, we got something for free. I went out to the graphics fair and I found a beautiful graphic that I wanted to put in this frame. I removed the backing and I also removed as much of that paper off the front as I could so my graphic would lay flat. To help center up the graphic in the frame, I just went around the inside of the frame and traced around with a pencil. Once I got the pencil marks on and I know how I want to apply the graphic back to the backing of the frame, I just went around and used a good quality glue stick and adhered it to the back. I went over it with a brayer, flattened it out really good. Then I'm going to go around with some scissors and remove as much of the excess paper as I can. I'll finish it off with a finger sander and smooth out all the edges. I'm going to put it back in the frame and then I'm going to secure the back. You can put some hot glue to secure the back in your frame, but a lot of times I like to make mine where I can take the backings back off and change out my graphics for the season. Remember the beautiful blue and white chinoiserie vase that Dollar General had for $5. I actually picked this up. This is a great piece. You can display this in your home and it works so well with just about any color. But I thought for a pop of yellow, I think the blue and white just really comes together with the summer theme. I hope y'all enjoyed seeing all the buy one get one free items that I got at Dollar General and how I styled them in my home. The next week I went back and they had home wall decor for buy one get one free. So just keep a lookout at your Dollar Generals, y'all, because they are running some really good deals on home decor, and they also have some really beautiful items that are very similar to high-end items. So just make sure, check out your Dollar General the next time you want some budget-friendly home decor. While I was at Dollar General, I found these garden stakes for $1. They had so many assorted designs. These were not buy one get one free, but for $1 we cannot pass these up. Let's grab a few of these, take these home, and I'm going to show y'all some really creative and fun project ideas that we can do with these $1 garden stakes. I picked out a few of the butterfly and also some of the flower garden stakes. I'm going to show you a few ideas of some things that you can do to make over these. I'm just going to use some supplies that I already have on hand. You can take these outside and you can spray paint these any color that you want. I'm just going over each of mine with a couple of layers of some white chalk paint. For the first butterfly makeover, I'm going to show you how you can apply a paint inlay. You want to put one coat of paint on your project piece, let it dry, then go in with a second coat, and while it is still wet, then lay your paint inlay, the side that has the paint on it, down into that wet paint. I rolled over it really well with a brayer just to make sure the paint that is on the paper is going into that wet paint really well. I do the same thing to the butterfly on the other side. I am going to leave the body of the butterfly plain. I do the same exact thing, roll over it with a brayer just to make sure the paint inlay is in that wet paint really well. This way you will be assured a really good design. I spritz over everything with some wet paint. I take a dry cloth and I just kind of go over it and pat it dry. Now once your paint inlay dries really well, and it'll take about 15 to 20 minutes, then spritz it with water again, then peel off your paper. Then you are left with a beautiful paint inlay design. I'm going to take another one of the butterflies, and these butterflies differ in their designs. The first one I did had some openings on it. This one is solid, but I'm going to do the same exact thing. Apply one coat of paint, let it dry, and then apply another coat, and while it's still wet, lay that paint inlay down into that wet paint. Now on this one, I am going to go across the body of the butterfly because this is the way the design of the paint inlay is designed. But you use whatever kind of paint inlay that you have, and there are some beautiful designs out there. Again, I just spritz over it with some water, and then you let it dry, and then once it is dry, then spritz with the water again, and then peel your paper off, and you'll have a beautiful design. Now I'm going to show you a couple more butterflies. I painted them white, but now I'm going to use up some transfers that I have on hand. This is just some scraps from some transfers I've used on previous projects, but they still have some really pretty designs left on them. So let's cut those up and let's apply these to this butterfly. These really embellish these butterflies and make them so pretty. I could have worked on these all day long. But this is also a great way to use up bits and pieces of transfers that you may already have. And in my case, I had some beautiful roses and some script writing. So I think this is perfect to make these butterflies, beautiful for the summer season. You can put these in plants. You can put these, around your home, set these out on vignettes. They have hangers on them, so you can always cut the metal stake off and hang these on wreaths or baskets. So many things that you can use your beautiful butterflies for the summer season after you get them embellished. Now here's another couple of ideas for the florals. These right here I really loved because they had petals that were, double layer on this one. These are really pretty. This one had a jewel tone in the center, but I went on and painted everything white. But like I told y'all, you can paint your flowers any color you want. You can paint them yellow, pink, just whatever you desire. I went through my jewelry supplies and I found a couple of pieces of Totally Dazzled pins. I just removed the pins off the back. Using some hot glue, I put these in the center of the flowers. Just another unique idea of some things that you can do with these Dollar General $1 garden stakes.
Of all the magic places in the world I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming home to you. Been walking down the street so many times, my feet know every brick and stone. Could wear a blindfold. No matter what I do, I'm coming home to you. And I don't know why, don't know why, don't know why I'm always feeling homesick.
I hope y'all enjoyed the video today, and I hope you enjoyed going shopping with me at the thrift store, at Goodwill, and also going to Dollar General and getting some free home decor. Who doesn't love home decor that's free? So I hope y'all enjoyed the projects today and going shopping with me. And as always, I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit that like button and make sure to subscribe to my channel if you are new, because I would love for you to join my family. As always, I love y'all, I appreciate y'all, and I will plan to see everybody back next Wednesday in a brand new video. And y'all, it is officially Christmas in July, so you better bet we are going to start thinking about some Christmas themed items along with still summer things. But Christmas in July is just a fun time that we can enjoy some Christmas music. We can kind of cheat a little bit before Christmas actually gets here. So I love y'all, and I'll see y'all again next Wednesday, y'all. Bye.